Problems for him. Steps inside Burke. Comes in again, Burke, and puts him down.
No problems for David Smith. There was a little problem for Greg Burke, who was wrong-footed, but not a good kick there by Balmain. Kicked him to the open side of the field with little or no defence. And now penalty goes to Newcastle. They've also been marched a further 10 metres.
Yeah, Tim Brash having plenty to say to the referee, sending the side of the man playing the ball there. It feels as though he's copped some pretty bad decisions against him tonight, but you don't want to open your mouth and cost your team another 10.
Now the Knights starting to work up into a very good position. Listen will play it. Away from Marquette. Just outside the quarter. Working the same way for Tracy. 12 metres out. Big Johns. Sargent got it away to Madison, who put it down.
Oh, yeah, good defence by the Tigers. They just kept coming up, forcing the error there. Good pressure by Balmain. And in a situation where all the pressure should have been on their defence, they were actually putting pressure on the Newcastle attack. So that'd keep Junior happy, that sort of defence.
Balmain just outside their quarter. Solid defence still. Connor will play it. Now it's with Masella.
The block of the forward clashes have been very good and very strong tonight. Who's been your best forward for either side?
Well, I've been very impressed with Mark Granville for the Newcastle side, and Martin Masala, the replacement for Balmain. I thought he's played very strong.
I thought Steve Everett's done a mighty job too, Block.
Yeah, in the middle of the ruck. He always makes yards in the middle of the ruck, and Guy has had his patches too.
So that finds touch just inside the quarter. Newcastle feed. Now the Knights with about just under 11 minutes of play left in this fourth and final quarter. Bill Anderson and Mark Geyer with different views on the game. Glanville standing in the tackle.
He's a class act, Mark Glanville. On the last tackle, McCormack throws the dummy, decides to kick. He had support. Will it go too far? Yes, it will. Something that looked very dangerous. Now means that Balmain come back with possession 20 metres out from their own line.
Nice piece of work here by McCormack. Look at the markers both going the same way. Hudson with the H. Smith. He went the same way as Timmy Brasher. Unfortunately for Newcastle, the kick went too far. Steve Roach on the sideline.
Okay, here's the Tigers. 35 out from their own line.
So a problem in there on the sideline. Morgan Edwards makes good ground. 10 minutes remaining. It's 10-6. Newcastle aren't out of it, that's for sure. But they're just failing to put pressure on this Balmain side when they're in a good position.
Yeah, they're failing to go on with it, aren't they, Paul? They're getting down to that 20-metre line and all of a sudden coming up with a mistake instead of... Oh, good take, Robbie O'Davis. Instead of maybe getting the ball into the in-goal area and forcing another 6 tackles against them.
Here's Ainscough.
I think this has worked well for Newcastle tonight. I'm very impressed with David Smith as well, and Ainsco's gone looking for work. It's Tracy, all tackled by Masala.
We're back at the halfway mark. Johns thread his way through the defence. 5 tackles gone for Newcastle. McCormack to Rodwell. Edwards didn't have to move very far to pick that up.
And that's what we're talking about. They've now got it down to the 20-metre line, but well, there's the mistake. And it's Greg Burke.
This could possibly be the best opportunity Newcastle has had for a little while.
The referee's seen a knock on both ways here. That's the first. Matthew Rodwell trying to get on. It looked like he picked it up fairly well. But I still get the feed. That's the important thing.
Burke had himself running the full length of the field before he picked it up.
And here come the Knights. Godden, 15 metres away. Glanville dummy half. Back for Rodwell. Found Madison. Defence is strong. McCormick dummy half. On his own. Bang! Defence moves out and meets him, but he still holds his ground. Right on the 10-metre mark, but the Knights get a penalty.
And what 10 minutes? Yeah, he's got 10. Masala.
And that's the game. When I say the game, I mean we won't see Masala back. I'll play for 12 men, with 12 men for the remainder of the match. 8 to go.
And they're having a shot at goal.
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
Missed the tap. Sargent charges at the line. 3 metres short, and he's lost it.
Well, they should have had a shot at goal there. Right in front of the post. Now, I think they made the right decision because they needed a converted try to go ahead. 12-10, but once again, their ball securities let them down. A great opportunity there to possibly win the match.
Wood from the scrum base. Caught by Glanville. Brasher threading his way through. Brasher looks for support. Found it too from Wood. Pull down.
Oh, yeah, great tackle by Rodwell. Half on half. Oh, he's offside. Rodwell's been called offside at the marker area. So now a seesawing match, and Balmain will be attacking on the Newcastle quarter line.
Well, they've got to kick for goal here, don't they? 30 out,
Well,
leading by 4.
They've been marched 10, of course, Newcastle. Bit of descent. That's a great break by Brasher. And then Nathan Wood carries it on. Lovely tackle by Rodwell. Watch Rodwell, never stands square. Stands at the side. And he's deemed offside. Someone has blown up. And they've been marched 10 metres.
Certainly taking plenty of time. Pennywise having a chat with the referee before Greg Burke is called up for the kick.
He's had a good game too, Tim Brasher tonight. Some good, strong defence. Some great running. Fast men at this stage of the game, getting in there around the rucks. And the big forwards can't handle them.
Greg Burke, who has contributed all of those 10 points for Balmain. Look at this one, and just to the side. Newcastle continue to breathe. They're still in it. They'll need to work their way downfield fairly quickly. Time starting to be a bit of a problem for the Knights. And he's lost it. Well, we talk about ball security. It's working for both sides, isn't it? Lack of it. Brad Godden. So Balmain with the scrum feed. 25 out. Here's Robinson. Brasher is a dummy half. He's a danger. Carries it up to almost on the 10-metre mark. He's about 12 out. Connell inside the 10 now. Danger time for the Knights. Munro. Robinson. Nowhere to go. Madison's got him. Last tackle now for the Tigers. Nathan Wood with the field goal shot, and it is there. Balmain increased their lead. And some breathing space for the Tigers. It's 11-6, Balmain over Newcastle.
Great work, yeah. Tremendous break here by Johns. I was going to say I was surprised that they took the field goal option to put them 5 clear, because what that does is bring it back to halfway. Oh no, the mistake from Wire. Good defence. And cleaned up there by David Ronson.
Well, to say that both coaches have had their frustrations tonight.
Well, I would have thought, Ian, that they'd have been better off leading by 4, keeping it at the other end of the field. The short kickoff was a gem from Newcastle to give them possession down at this end of the field. So they were right back in it. A converted try would have won it. All of a sudden, the field goal decision looked decidedly shaky.
Here they are, the Tigers, just outside their quarter. Back for Elias. Nowhere to go. Caught by Wire. And we get to the stage where it's almost the last throw of the night. It's not for Newcastle. Here's Glanville. Good strong run. He's played strongly for Newcastle. Johns. And Rodwell. And then Marquette. But a forward pass has been spotted by the referee.
There's been some line ball decisions, and generally they have involved Paul Marquette on the forward pass. Let's have a look at it. A line might help us. Well, that's a pretty tough decision. I thought he was reaching behind him. And the fact that the player passing the ball was moving backwards also tends to emphasise the fact that the ball may have gone forward. Didn't help their cause.
What could be the last scrum of the match? Gone with the feed. Wood at the scrum base.
And very lively. Nathan Wood. He may just have slotted himself in that number 7 jersey. Pushing Will Robinson out to the 6. It gives him 2 live wire characters close to the ruck. And he's had a fine game tonight.
Matt Munro. Attempt to soak up these tackles now, I would think. Smith. Connell. On the 30-metre mark now. Baysari. Finding touch just outside the quarter. And you'll hear the siren about now. There it is. So Balmain, grafting sort of victory. 11-6 the full-time score. Balmain beating Newcastle. Paddy Fortin will be back shortly with the man of the match.